What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another Tottenham update and a few bits and pieces to get through today. And let's start off with comments that were made in Conte's press conference today regarding Christian Romero. And it's not good news, people. And it says, Antonio Conte reveals Christian Romero will not play again in 2021. His hamstring injury is very serious and could be out until January or even February, which is terrible. Very, very bad news. Will that make us dip into the transfer market even more with even more urgency?
I mean, I think even with Romero fit, we need to dip into the transfer market. Yeah. So that is very serious news for us, and
especially with our run that we've got in December.
It's a big blow. It's a massive blow, to be honest, because he's such a big part of how we defend and how we play, and the quality as well. He's our best quality defender by a mile right now, and he was just getting a run of form together, and to have this injury, you know, just after the whole quarantine thing and him settling into Tottenham, this injury is a massive setback. I'm not gonna lie, it's a massive setback. And then you got to think, once he gets back from an injury, you know, how long is it going to take him to get fully match fit as well?
Yeah, and then there's another international break in February, March or whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, it's terrible news, to be honest, and Conte will be really gutted about that, I'm sure.
I thought you were about to say pulling his toupee out.
I said that already. I can't use it again. But he'll be gutted. He'll be gutted about that news, and it should really make us think even harder in January about signing centre-back, because we needed at least two, in my opinion, already, who are ready to come into the first team, experienced and can play in a back three, and who's confident in one-on-one situations and on the ball as well. And the fact that Romero is going to be missing now, and could even be till February, which is gutting. It's 3 months, so it must be very similar to when Kane ripped his hamstring. Very similar injury to that. It must be a very serious tear, which is really bad news, and for it to happen on international duty as well, didn't it? Did it happen on international duty?
No, he got injured. I can't remember. It was on international duty.
Another massive blow. So I don't know what like it's. Who obviously we're going to have to rely on Sanchez, Dyer, Davis, Tanganga until January. Is there enough quality there? Big question marks.
Massive question marks. I don't think there is, to be honest. I really don't. But let's move on. And this is from Sport 1. And actually, Patrick Berger, the former Liverpool player, has been talking. He says, Ivan Perisic is considering a move to Tottenham Hotspur to join his former manager, Antonio Conte, when his Inter Milan contract expires in the summer. Is this one that you would accept as a free transfer in the summer?
I like Perisic, actually. I think he's a good player. But again, 32 years of age. Do we want to start upping the average age of the squad again to fit him in? He's a player who, at Inter Milan, he was one of those... He played at wing back for Conte many times on the left-hand side, in kind of like a fake wing back, more winger kind of role. So
on the left or the right?
On the left. So he's definitely one who's used to playing under Conte, knows what it takes to play in that system. But, you know, he's going to command a fairly decent wage, I would assume, and he's 32, 33 years of age now. So whether this signing, even though he's on a free, I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but it's a backup to Reguilon, to be fair. So it wouldn't be the worst signing, but I don't know whether it's one Tottenham would be interested in right now.
32 years of age. His current wages are 120 grand a week.
There you go.
So I think that as a free transfer, I would actually be up for this one, because it provides us really nice cover in a few areas of the pitch. He's versatile. He gives his all on the pitch. Conte knows him well. So I think if we could get him on a free transfer for like a year or two contract, I'll be up for that.
I guess it depends how Sessegnon does between now and the end of the season, really. Depending on that, if Sessegnon's really not up to it, I guess then yeah. Because I think we've wasted a lot of money on signing an older player again who's on big wages. I think we've seen it so many times recently where players have signed, like Willian, for example, like older players signing for big wages, and it's not the best course of action, I don't think, when you're trying to build a project.
Yeah, I get that, but when you're looking at a player that's worked under the current manager before, as last season, won a title with him, I think that if Conte identifies him and wants him in and thinks that he can help the squad, then I don't see why not.
Moses won a title as well, doesn't mean I want him in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's whoever Conte thinks that can come in and do a job for him.
I guess, I wouldn't be against it massively. I just think it's not what I don't think it fits what we want to do right now.
Well, what we want to do now is win now, and we just need players in there to kind of fill the void that we've left with the kind of frail squad that we've got. So I think anyone, not anyone, but especially him, he's a very, very good player. And if we can get him in for maybe 1 or 2 years, I think it would be a good option for us. But let's move on. Let's talk about Dylan Markande. The Standard are reporting on him today, and they're saying old firm rivals Celtic and Rangers are battling out to sign Tottenham youngster Dylan Markande, who is attracting interest from a host of Championship clubs as well. Dylan Markande is out of contract in the summer, and the club want him to sign a new deal and then go out on loan, though a permanent exit cannot be ruled out. And then it goes on to say Spurs believe Markande has a future at the club, but want him to spend a season out on loan before returning to first team football, much like Skip did last year at Norwich, who is a part of Conte's senior squad after spending, obviously, last season out on loan. So what do you make out of this Dylan Markande stuff?
I think they're probably trying to get his agents probably trying to get a better contract by talking up all the interest from other clubs, because I think his deal's up in 6 months, so he's available on a free very shortly, I believe. Which we don't want to. I don't think we want to let him go, considering how well he's doing right now. But is he ready for first team football in the Spurs shirt? I don't think so. So I definitely do think he needs a loan move. But I really wouldn't want to see him leave on a free. So that is something Tottenham are going to have to face if there's genuine interest to sign him on a free. And he really wants first team football. It's a difficult situation because I don't think Tottenham can offer him first team football right now.
Yeah, I think a loan suits all parties, to be honest. Sky Sports have followed up on it, and they say Spurs have offered Dylan Markande a new long-term contract, but could lose the winger permanently in January, as he wants first team football and has interest from Bournemouth, Stoke and Nottingham Forest. Look, I think we need to get this guy signed up and loan him out. I think that I don't think we should risk losing him. I really don't.
Obviously we should get him signed up. I'm just saying, if he wants to sign a contract on the condition he gets first team football, it's a difficult situation.
Yeah, definitely.
We can't offer him that right now, but hopefully we can convince him to go out on loan and then come back with a view of maybe once he's had a year out on loan, then we can start looking at him integrating him to the team.
Yeah, spot on. Let's move on. Calcio Mercato are talking, and they're saying Tottenham are credited with an interest in Napoli star Lorenzo Insigne. Insigne, is that how you say it? Insigne. Since the last summer window. The forward contract expires at the end of the season, and this, coupled with Antonio Conte's past connection with the Italian international. Is this one that you would like to see through the door?
I like him a lot again. Not. I think I like him more than I like Perisic, to be honest. But he's a player, I think, 30 years of age now. We're getting there.
30, yeah.
I think a player of supreme quality.
Bloody quick as well.
Huh?
Bloody quick as well.
Yeah, but he is 30, so whether he's going to retain that speed for a long period of time remains to be seen. I think, look, he's great. He is a great player in the short term. Again, another player who's going to command big wages, an aging player. He's still pretty good. Like, he played for in the Euros for Italy, and he was pretty good in the Euros, I thought. He could play in the 3-4-3 system as one of the front three. I mean, he would kind of be taking Son's spot, so it doesn't really make sense that. But he is a player of supreme quality, so it's not a player who I'd want to turn down, but it doesn't seem to be the right fit when you think about Insigne signing for Tottenham right now. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but when you're looking at players that can come in and be part of the squad, you know, yes, he's a left winger, can play in a few other positions as well. He's played in the false nine role before or up front. Potentially,
I wouldn't sign him for that, though.
Potentially on the right. But when you're talking about looking at our squad and that we need covers, you know, all around the pitch, I mean, he fits the bill.
But he's 30 years of age. He'd want to be in a team where he's starting like he's the star man right now, because he's done, you know, how many more years. When he's like 33, 34, then it's like time to start winding down potentially. But like when you're 30, I think you can still be at the top of your game for sure. Do
you not think he'll back himself and have confidence in himself to go to a club and fight his way into the team
ahead of Son?
Maybe not ahead of Son, but in, you know, different areas of the pitch, or if we were playing two up top, I don't know, in a few different situations on the right hand side, maybe move Son over. You know, there's different options that you can do.
Look, again, free transfer, and he's a player of a lot of quality, but It just doesn't seem to be the direction Tottenham are going right now for this kind of signing, to be honest. So I just, again, I wouldn't, if we sign Insigne, I'd be happy, but like, I don't, if you're talking to me right now, do I see it happening? No.
I feel like he's also a very frustrating player as well. However good he is, he's very frustrating in terms of his end product. A bit like Lucas Moura, I feel.
I think he's got a lot of better end product than Lucas Moura.
He does have a lot of better end product, but because he's got such a lot of a better end product, he's frustrating with the numbers that he actually pulls out.
Yeah, he should be getting more. No, should be scoring more goals and stuff. 100%, I agree with that.
All right, let's move on. And the last one today is from Eurosport, and they're saying Dele Alli wants to stay at Tottenham Hotspur and save his career under Antonio Conte. Do you think that he can?
I don't know. I just don't see a room for him. I don't see space for Dele Alli in Conte's team. Under Nuno or under Mourinho when he was playing 4-2-3-1, I could kind of see where he fits in. But under Conte, I know his best football, I guess, technically, what you could say was when we were playing three at the back under Poch. But whether he would have that same role under Conte, I don't know. I don't see him playing in a 2 up top, which he was doing under Pochettino. I don't see him fitting in that role just in behind, because we need more from a player in that role than just what Dele Alli is offering at the moment. So, and in a 3-4-3, I definitely don't see him fitting in. I don't see him fitting in at all in a wide position, and definitely not in the central position up front. So, I just think he's like the odd one out right now, Dele, in terms of fitting him in. I can't really see where he gets game time, like on a consistent basis and breaking into the first team. Like, do I really envisage a Conte side where Dele is starting week in, week out? I just don't see it.
Yeah, I completely agree. But where does he go from here? What kind of club does he even go to?
Newcastle.
It's the only one, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, for the money Tottenham are going to be demanding, I mean, his price is going down week on week. To be honest, I can't see more than 30 million at the moment the way he's playing. I don't know. I don't see where he goes. To be honest, but it needs to be maybe PSG. I don't know, but it needs to be reinvigorated.
Do you really think PSG? Oh, I just can't see it.
Maybe a loan to PSG.
Maybe.
I mean, Poch knows how to get the best out of him.
Yeah, I mean, there was that talk of it, wasn't there, last time? I think it was last January, wasn't it?
But there was more Levy that stopped it than anything.
Yeah. Do you think they come back in after another year of absolutely nothing from Dele?
Well, Poch might. It depends on Pochettino, I guess. If it's a loan deal, 6-month loan deal with an option to buy, it might be a go.
Yeah, I just can't believe. Like, I'm looking at his market value on Transfer Market now, 27 million. He's on there for, whereas in December 2018 it was 90 million.
Hey, wow,
it's just crazy.
Levy's probably just.
It's just crazy, isn't it? It's just crazy.
He's like a stock that you've just hung on to for too long.
Yeah, and in April 2020 he was 57.5 million.
Yeah, that's what a year ago.
Yeah,
probably he was 45. That was the talk. 45 million. Now it's dropped 20 million. So another 6 months. How much is it going to drop even more?
Exactly, and his contract goes down and down. I don't even know how long does he have left in his contract.
Probably another 3 years, I'd say.
Dele Alli, where is he? 2024. Yeah. So, look, that is the Tottenham update today. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any thoughts regarding any of the news stories we brought to you today. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.